ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
High blood pressure, hypertension, high blood pressure, a kind of disease from which millions of people are suffering. Stress, tension are the major causes. Although hypertension is related to heart problem, it is also related to kidney problem. When the stress increases, many develop this problem due to heredity also. Due to tension, due to heredity, from heart problem, from the problem of kidney, and many times even without any reason, someone develops high BP. All over the world in the field of allopathy, there is no medicine. There is no permanent cure for hypertension in allopathy. There is such a medicine in Ayurveda, but it is very rare that you'll find relief from medicines. If at all there are such medicines, if your disease can be cured without medicine, can there be anything better than that? About hypertension, I can say that so far we have directly relieved millions of people in the country and billions indirectly abroad, because just by watching TV through Astha, billions of people in the country have taken advantage by watching yoga from this electronic media. Just by sitting at home, people have cured their hypertension, diabetes, asthma, and problems like heart disease. If one talks about hypertension, then richer the person, he's got that much hypertension, that much his stress, that much his depression. Along with this wealth, the problems of retirements are increasing. This is not right. Competitions, contests, and in that individual ambitions. Between competitions and contests, a struggling, ambitious individual somewhere along loses his direction. Somewhere along he gets disturbed. Somewhere along he loses sense. Yoga will give awareness. Yoga will bring back the senses. Yoga will give wisdom. With yoga, the tension, all these will go automatically. You'll be able to fulfill competitions. You'll be able to contest. You'll be ambitious but will not suffer from tensions. You'll not have hypertension. These days, few diseases have become a fashion for important people. High BP, diabetes, heart problem. Then more worries and tensions will bring arthritis. Each individual suffers from 10, 20 diseases at a time. We have therefore centered this program of yoga into 7 main pranayams, 7 light exercises, and about 7 asanas. We have made a package of it. If an individual does this much, it's enough. Today we'll specially talk about hypertension. Pranayams will remain same, only the method will be of medium speed. And if hypertension is very high, then slow speed. Don't do it with force, that's all. Then if you change your diet, you can completely bring your hypertension under control. I say hypertension is completely curable. It has been possible on the strength of sages yoga. Otherwise, no one can claim in the world that hypertention can be cured permanently. But we have realized this. Not just 1 or 2 people, thousands of people directly, we have their data with us. And millions of people indirectly have been cured sitting in their homes. We receive thousands such letters, somewhere around 500 letters. Out of those, we do receive such letters every day. Those who say, Swamiji, our hypertension is permanently cured. who were struggling for the last 15-20 years, those who had BP from heredity, hypertension, they have been cured. And if we talk about people suffering from BP, then in 1991, a rich country like America, and there the World Health Organization, WHO, is right there. Even there they have not been able to discover the treatment of hypertension. However, those medicines that are discovered, there is a directive given to them not to discover such a medicine. All those allopathic companies, they are given maximum directive to discover medicine which will keep the disease in control, not cure it. I'm saying this thing because very soon we are going to reveal this conspiracy in front of the world. All these medicines that are being discovered, they are for controlling, not for curing. Because if the problem is cured, then who will buy their medicines? Medicine is a very big business. In the entire world, it goes into billions of dollars. Billions of dollars worth of medicines are sold every year, and only to control the diseases, not for curing it. It's an irony. It does not mean that I am against medicines. I am not against medicines, but if a disease can be cured permanently without medicine, then I'll support wholeheartedly the fact that good health is our birthright and we can make ourselves healthy without taking medicines, that's all. Even if it is Ayurvedic medicine, for me it is secondary. First priority is yoga, and in yoga too pranayam, after that asana, then after that acupressure, then after that nature, home remedy, then Ayurveda comes somewhere at number 5, which is millions of years old Indian culture. In 1991, in America there is a National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey. The survey they have done, they found that 20% of American population suffer from hypertension. 20% Americans have hypertension. And in that, those above 65 years, although people do have higher age over there because primarily people have access to better resources. Secondly, doctors don't allow them to die early because every individual is prosperous and he takes timely treatment for his diseases. Therefore, he controls his diseases. And so he lives longer than 65 years. Those who were above 65 years, between 65 to 74 years, 60% of them had hypertension. Not only America, let me tell you about India also. In India too, those authentic institutions, such agencies who conduct survey about health, the companies who conduct surveys about health, we have learned from them that in India too, in the urban areas, in the cities, in men from 3.8%, about 4% it has become, from 3.8% to 15.63% people, that is 15.63 is 16%, from 4 to about 16% suffer from hypertension. This is in men. And in women too, from 2 to 15.38% of them have hypertension. That is, if we take an average, if we take an in-between average, it is about 7%. In the entire world, I think it will be about same percentage. 5 to 7% people have hypertension. That is, if we look at it from known unknown sources, 100 million to 500 million people have hypertension. Hypertension and diabetes is one such problem about which one is seeing very grim picture. And one very alarming fact is those companies which is doing health related surveys, they have found that about those who have BP, out of them only 50% go to a doctor for a checkup. That is, those who have BP, out of those only 50% people find that they have BP, hypertension, high blood pressure. If 100 people are suffering from them, 50 people go to a doctor for a checkup. If 100 people are suffering, then 50 people go to a doctor for a checkup. 25% out of them take treatment, 25 do not take any tablet. Why take them? Out of 100, I'm talking about India, out of 100, 50 individuals found they have hypertension. Out of 50, 25 take medicines. And out of those 25, even with medicines, 12.5% individuals' BP was controlled. That is, 87 and a half, that is for 87.5% individuals, only God is the savior. They don't take medicines. Then how their BP can be cured? Their BP will be cured through yoga. I don't say immediately stop taking tablets, but I do say do pranayam, do yoga practice. From first day itself, your BP will be controlled. During camp itself, almost 80 to 90% people stop their medicines. Within a week, 7-year-old BP, 15 to 20 years, problem of hypertension. If they can be cured through yoga, can there be anything better than that? You only have to change your diet a little bit. Reduce salt intake. Take more of water. After waking up, have 1 to 4 glasses of water. You'll never have BP. 1 hour after meals, you must drink water. 1 hour after meals, you have water. Not immediately. If the food is too simple, then you may take water in between. But nowadays, at least in the city areas, you don't come across the fact that one is having just roti and chutney. In such circumstances, in our Indian culture, before eating, one does achman. One drinks 3 gulps of water. If the food is simple, then in between one drinks a little water and it acts like honey. And water after meals is considered poison. This is taught in our Indian culture. So drink water after 1 hour of meals. Drink water after waking up. Day long, if it is summer season, then drink 3 to 4 liters of water. You'll never fall sick. One must drink water. If the water quantity is less, then one has hypertension, kidney disorder and other problems develop in the body. So drink right quantity of water. And for hypertension, one home remedy also. After waking up in the morning, have juice or bottle gourd. You won't have BP. BP, thyroid problems, obesity, cholesterol, triglyceride, heart problems, lack of hemoglobin, severe acidity, even ulcer will become alright. After waking up, have juice or bottle gourd. Morning and evening, have juice or bottle gourd. Hypertension will be cured. Home remedy. Keep checking. Slowly, gradually you will drop tablets. Not only that, even our doctor brothers who are suffering from hypertension, even a doctor suffers from BP. He has stress, tension. We have cured hypertension of even doctors. It's bound to be doctor. He too is a human being. If he has a paunch, he too will have to do Kapalabhati. If a doctor has diabetes, he'll have to do Kapalabhati. If he is overweight, see, whoever wants to remain healthy, if he is a doctor, engineer, scientist, if he is the Prime Minister or CM or President, whoever wants to be healthy, he'll have to do yoga. Without yoga, no one can remain healthy in this world. And yoga is not just an exercise. Yoga is complete way of life. Yoga is a way of living.
युक्ताहार विहार से युक्त चेष्टा से कर्म से युक्त स्वप्नावबोध से योग भवति दुःखा.
Yoga means balance in life, in thinking, in emotions, in sensibility, in eating, balance in daily life. You must do pranayam along with pranayam, especially for hypertension, and then we'll also tell you some home remedy. Pranayam cures hypertension permanently. Gradually you have it checked. Some in 1 day, some in 2 days, some in 7 days, some in 15 days, some in 3 months. Not more than this. From 1 day to, in some cases it gets cured the very first day. People attend camps. From the very first day, they stop their tablets. From 1 day to 3 months almost, everyone is cured of BP, whatever the cause of BP. So much so, if the BP is very high, then we do give some home natural remedy. Suppose kidney has gone bad, creatinine level has gone up to 8 to 10, blood urea has reached 100 to 150. In that case, we do advocate some Ayurvedic treatment. That is different. But in maximum cases, if the kidney has not failed and for any reason, BP for whatever reason, for high cholesterol, from high triglyceride, from heart problems, from asthma, and due to a lot of stress, from whatever reason you have BP, with pranayam 100%, it gets controlled on the first day. Later it gets cured. Gradually, have it checked. Medicines will stop and later there will be no BP. Many people say, Swamiji, BP tablets have been stopped. If there's problem, then who is responsible? Were you born taking BP tablets? Or were you having from childhood? Then there was no BP earlier. Same way you'll be normal from doing pranayam as you were before BP. You'll become like that. Therefore BP is cured permanently. We've experienced it. That's why we are telling you what you'll do pranayam with ease. Don't do pranayam with force. So if you do Bastrika, Kapalabhati, Bahya, Anulom Vilom, Brahmari with force, then BP will go up. It will be corrected if done with medium speed. And if you do it very slowly, then nothing will happen. Suppose you have BP and you sitting like this. If you don't move at all, then it is useless. Medium speed, do it with medium force, not forcefully. It will go up. Even Anulom Vilom and Kapalabhati. If done forcefully, then BP will go up. Do it slowly. Remember, practice pranayam with slow speed. How? Both hands on the knees in meditation posture. BP subsides like this on this point, sitting like this, BP subsides. This is the acupressure point. By pressing this point, also BP subsides. This cures stress, tension, depression, negativity and all other problems. This finger, by pressing here like this, God has given all the treatment in your hands. And BP patients can sit like this and also sitting in meditation posture. Siddhasan, Sukhasan or Padmasan. In whichever asana you can sit, in that posture you have to do pranayam. You can sit on a chair if you are unable to sit on the floor and do pranayam. You can sit on a chair and do pranayam only if you are unable to sit on the floor. Or you can sit in Sukhasan, Siddhasan, Padmasan. You will do pranayam in any one particular posture, sitting straight. You will fill in your breath. Don't do like this. Not like this. BP patients should not do it forcefully. Just take this care. Take deep breath in, release it with ease. And while breathing in with devotion, with surrender, invoking the Lord, O Lord, give me light, strength, courage, patience, wisdom, knowledge, energy, confidence. Keep praying to God. Keep doing pranayam. Why does one has BP? From fear, worry, from tension, a feeling of insecurity. What are the causes of stress? Atheism. Due to pranayam being a believer. Believer means one who accepts his existence. Believer is no pretense, no hypocrisy, not a show-off. Believer means having faith in one's existence. You exist, then you are a believer. And your existence is dependent on an outside force. You have not come into this world of your free will. No, you want to go from this world on your wish. Some force is there which gives you energy, gives you life, respiration, vital force, keeps your being alive. And when the time is up, it calls you back. That is why everyone becomes mute in front of death and says, yes, some force is definitely there, because at that point you want to live. And there is a force which calls you that your work is done, you can come now. Believer means one who believes in one's existence. Believer means accepting that universal God, Supreme Lord, Almighty God, who is energy, a supreme power, supreme energy, one who is running the whole world. It can't be seen. Even you can't be seen. Body can be seen. And this body remains here. What we call death, being dead. At that time, this body remains here. The vital force inside it goes out. That force has no shape. Similarly, this universal God, that supreme Lord, which manifests in every form being formless, who is formless, creates everything in the world, have faith on that. Don't be afraid. Whatever will happen, will happen. You cannot avoid that. By toiling, by hard work, sheer hard work, you can avoid that which is inauspicious. Therefore work hard. Have faith in God. Don't be afraid. Do not feel insecure. That Almighty Father, with His 1,000 hands, is blessing you. Try and feel. You will become peaceful. Fill deep breath in, and in your mind, think that God's benediction is being showered. His light, His wisdom is being showered. With this feeling, this stress, this tension, all this rush will stop. The turmoil inside. So BP will subside like this. Fill the breath deeply. Fill like this. Release like this. Don't use more force. Whatever you can feel slowly, that much deeply, release it out. Like this, do it for 2 minutes. All this time you've been hearing that those who have BP, who've got heart problem, they shouldn't do yoga. God knows from where such misconceptions arise. First of all, there is a misconception. People thought asana was yoga. Asanas are one part of yoga. Ashtanga yoga is also not a complete yoga. Don't be under wrong notion. Maharishi Patanjali initiated yoga
क्या था योगानुशासनम योगश्चित्त वृत्ति निरोधः
and ended with,
पुरुषार्थ शून्यानाम गुणानाम प्रतिप्रसवः कैवल्यम स्वरूप प्रतिष्ठा चित्त शक्ति.
in this Ashtanga yoga is also a process.
यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधयः अष्टवंगानि. योगांग अनुष्ठानात् शुद्धिक्षय ज्ञान दीप्ति अविवेक ख्याति.
This is also an alternative of Ashtanga yoga. To remove affliction, to attain wisdom, fame, to destroy impurities.
अहिंसा सत्यस्तेय ब्रह्मचर्य परिग्रह यमः शौच संतोष तपस्वाध्याय ईश्वर पुण्यधानानि नियमः. स्थिर सुखमासनम प्रयत्न शैथल्य अनंत समापत्तिभ्यां ततो द्वंद्व अनभिघातः श्वास प्रश्वास गति विच्छेदः प्राणायामः.
And later,
सविषय संप्रयोग चित्तस्वरूपानुकार विन्द्रियाणां प्रत्याहार देशवन्त चित्तस्य धारणा तत्र प्रत्येकतानता ध्यानम तदेवार्थमात्र निर्भासम स्वरूप शून्यमेव समाधि.
this Ashtanga yoga is also a process. Like this, in yoga, mainly that which gives you benefit from health point of view, it is not asana. Asanas generally keep your joints in good shape, some in bone diseases, and some asanas are beneficial for the glands inside the body, endocrine system, and are mainly beneficial for spinal cord. Rest, all the benefits are derived from pranayam. And only those asanas are beneficial which are complemented by pranayam. Therefore, do pranayam. Those with heart problems, with BP, if they don't do pranayam, they will die. Although everyone has to die, but they'll have untimely death. So do pranayam. Everyone has to go. I don't wish to be immortal, no, you wish to be. So I'm telling you just the opposite. Earlier you used to hear, if one has heart problem, BP problems, then don't do yoga. And you must not do pranayam. This is wrong conception. Break it. Do pranayam with ease and liberate yourself from both. Even from heart problems. Every year while taking medicines, from coronary disease in India alone, about 3 million people are dying, and entire world is a different matter. And they are taking medicine because of hypertension. While taking medicines, BP goes up. From worries, from tension, BP shoots up. What they can do? They say BP, sugar, goes up, goes down. But with yoga, it is absolutely controlled. This is important. There will be no tension. Tension will never develop. So it won't go up. Otherwise, BP goes up even while taking medicines. Sugar goes up. That creates complications. One is taking BP medicines, and while on medication, one finds he's got brain hemorrhage, paralysis. Kidneys have failed and others are desperate. Nervous system disorders develop, and while on medication, one goes into depression having BP tablets. My brother, do pranayam. With ease, slowly the medicines will be stopped. It will only take some time. You were prepared to take medicines for lifelong. Now I'm saying that from 1 day to maximum 1 week, patience. And if some of them are still not alright, then they'll take 2 to 3 months. But the BP will be cured permanently. Fill breath in with ease. O Lord, be present. I am in the blissful lap of God. God's grace is being showered from all around. All around Lord's light, His compassion, His bliss is being showered. With this feeling, do Bhastrika Pranayam. Do it for 2 minutes. If you're tired, stop for a while. After this, Kapalabhati Pranayam. With medium speed, at medium speed, medium force. Exhale the breath out. Not like this. If you do like this, BP will increase. Do it with medium speed. If cholesterol, triglyceride have gone up, then they too automatically will become alright. With this, even heart blockage will be removed. Increased fat will also be reduced by this. BP occurs because of obesity also. Even diabetic patients develop BP. With this, diabetes will also subside. These 7 pranayams are like life-giving Sanjeevani, Earth Sanjeevani, multi-medicine. And I do say that this process works like a natural radiation for cancer patients, this pranayam. And for arthritis patients, this works like natural steroid, works like a natural painkiller. These pranayams are amazing. 7 pranayams. What we saw and found, what we experienced, time and again, we told you to do these 7 pranayams, and with this only 99% of your diseases will be cured. 1% less I say because it does give 100% benefit, but I leave 1% for such people who are extremely negative in their thinking, who don't do it even if we tell them, who don't understand even if we make them understand. They are awake even then they don't get up. Who can awaken them? I cannot speak for them. Otherwise, whoever did pranayam, his BP was cured. His heart blockages were removed. Cholesterol, triglycerides, everything became normal. Kapalbhati pranayam, amazing. Do it with medium speed. How? So, go into a trance doing it. Dissolve your ego with breathing. All disorders are being corrected. All impurities are being removed. Do it with this feeling. Doing continuously, you'll find yourself with that universal force. You'll become one with that. Ego will be dissolved. There'll be no I. Fear will be wiped out. No anger. You'll be desireless. Greed will be wiped out. You are complete. Why are you in sorrow? Why are you depressed, frustrated and sad? This frustration, this depression, this sadness gives you the problem of BP. That I'm nothing. You are everything. You are Son of God. What more do you want than this? You are Son of God. You've always been complete. You're God's Son. Leave depression. Leave frustration. Leave sadness. Wake up now. Amritasya putraha. Oh nectar sons, there is nectar inside you. When nectar spills out from Mooladhar, Manipur chakra, then this body will become temple of God, temple of Shiva. You'll become Son of God. And you, with your divine duties creation, you can bring heaven on this land. The Lord resides in you. You have considered yourself as a human being. That is your mistake. You are Son of God. These hands are not yours but God's. These eyes are not yours but God's. The day these eyes will see God, that is when you see with love and compassion. When you will see your own self in everyone. When you will see God in man, then these eyes will become divine. Behind every word, behind every sound, hear the sound of that power. When you speak, then speak in such a way as though your speech is being offered to the Lord. When you work, then the capacity to work, the strength is being given by the God. With this feeling, your whole life will change. BP is a trivial thing. Exhale your breath out. Do it with ease. This is the expression of happiness and bliss. Don't do like this. Don't distort your face. Do it with ease. And if you do it with ease, you'll find your BP is cured. Relax yourself. It was not your will to come, nor your will to go. Whatever is written in your fortune that you'll get, no one can take it away. And you, with your hard work, with your toil, you can change your fortune. That is what Indian culture says. Sacred Vedas and Gita says, Karmanyevadhikarasti ma phaleshu kadachana. Kurvanneveha karmani jiji vichit
शतं क्षमाः एवं त्वयि नान्यथेतोऽस्ति न कर्म लिप्यते.
Ishopanishad and all the 40 chapters of Yajurveda preach the same message. Do your duty, work hard. Hard work will automatically make your fortune, because with fortune, with destiny, hard work is strengthened, because fortune is made by hard work. Therefore, you work hard, be simple, accept whatever Lord gives you. Unsatisfaction, desire, greed, don't be jealous. Don't burn yourself in the fire of revenge. Don't be swayed by the storms of passion and anger. Do yoga with ease. Feel the fire of yoga. The fire of passion will only give you sorrow, nothing else. Release your breath out. This Kapalabhati pranayam will relieve you from hypertension. Externally, this passion, lust, they make you burn, gives you high BP. The fire of external passions gives one high BP. What is blood pressure? The whole world is talking about it. They say it can't be cured. The fire of passion gives one high BP. The flames of passion, anger, greed, desire, attachment, revenge. This fire boils and you become restless. You become disturbed. Now what you'll do? You do pranayam.
न तस्य रोगो न जरा न मृत्युः प्राप्तस्य योगाग्निमयं शरीरम्.
This pranayam, this will also produce fire. The pranayam that you do, this produces a fire. That fire doesn't burn you, but it cools you. The cholesterol that is deposited in arteries, which has become narrow, they have become tight, there is stress, BP goes up because of this. So the whole nervous system will be relaxed. See, do it with ease like this, with an emotional heart, sitting in the blissful lap of the Lord. Do it with ease, with absolute ease. I am the son of God. I am daughter of God. With this feeling, in the posture of Siddhasana in Sukhasana.
फिर सुखमासनं ततो द्वन्द्वानभिघातः प्रयत्नशैथिल्यनन्त समापत्तिभ्याम्.
Then do pranayam. So this was Kapalabhati pranayam. Forehead will shine, fortune will shine. There'll be a glow on the body, there'll be an aura. You are looking desolate. Glow on the face had disappeared. When God had brought you into this world, you had no BP, you had no tension, you had no depression. Now your face was listless. Your face used to be so beautiful. You should keep your childhood photo carefully. And in between you should look at it. What have you done to yourself? Eyes have gone black, face has gone black, it has wrinkled, it has become terrible, really bad. What are you doing? In which world are you? Wake up, realize your being, be yourself. Childhood will return once again, youth will return once again. Kapalabhati pranayam will cure your BP, it will change your life. Your face will be lustrous, radiant, there will be a shine on your face, there will be a natural glow, there will be a light on your face. Your hair will remain black. You'll remain young, strong, healthy, energetic. Otherwise, you'll be just like a man who has lost zest for his life. Every moment sitting with a sad face, as though you've lost everything. What did you bring? What will you take away? Everything will remain here. You may collect lakhs, millions, billions. All this land, this wealth will remain over here only. Man doesn't need more than 2 yards of land, and he can't wear more than 2 clothes. You sleep on the floor with your hands apart and spread your legs. You cannot sleep on more than 2 yards. You can build a house on more than 1 acre land, 10 acres, 100 acres, but you'll have to sleep on 2 yards only. You cannot walk on more than 2 yards of land. You can buy a car 15 feet, 20 feet long, but you can sit only on 2 feet. Man doesn't need more than 2 yards of land. Man cannot eat more than 2 rotis. After all, why is man so desperate from inside? Just think. Stop. You must run. But do look within also.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा धनंजयः सिद्ध सिद्ध्योः समो भूत्वा समत्वं योगः उच्यते.
Yoga will bring that balance within. With yoga, practice your duty. Then you'll become a warrior. That is why Lord Krishna says, you become a yogi, then do your work. There is no problem. Your BP will not shoot up. There'll be no heart problems. Then you'll be free of diseases. Do your duty. Do penance. Struggle. Become a wise man, knowledgeable. There's no problem. But do become a yogi first. First do yoga.
तपस्विभ्यो अधिको योगी ज्ञानिभ्योऽपि मतोऽधिकाः कर्मिभ्यश्च अधिको योगी तस्मात् योगी भव अर्जुन.
Yogeshwar Lord Krishna says, "Oh Arjuna, first you become a yogi. Being a yogi, you will meditate. This meditation, this struggle, obstacles, every moment in life, every second there'll be problems. People will oppose you. People will humiliate you. You'll have to tolerate opposition, but among all this, you'll be able to remain balanced.
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि संगम त्यक्त्वा धनंजय.
You do your duty with a belief that the responsibility that my Lord has given me, I'm doing that. It's His will, He knows. You remain balanced. You have to remain balanced. You meditate. You'll not be afraid from struggles, afraid from obstacles. There are many wise men nowadays, even they are having high BP. All of them, maximum intellectuals. You can see that if there's no understanding, then BP goes up. It is not enough to be intellectual. Being a yogi is enough. Therefore, become intellectual. By becoming a yogi first, be knowledgeable, be intellectual, be intelligent. But first be a yogi. You have to meditate. Do your duty. With your work, turn this earth into heaven. But first become a yogi. Do Kapalabhati Pranayam. However much you may work, you may become the top man of this world, but BP won't go up. People say BP goes up by working. They say doing business brings BP. They say so much responsibility, they bring BP. If one gets BP by doing one's work, then people like us sannyasis too should have BP. We also work for 12, 16, 18 hours. And not only me, all the saints along with me who have made a commitment, have resolved for the whole world that everyone in the world will be disease free, to free the whole world from medicines and fatal business of armaments. But the BP is not high. You become sick by working. This is not correct. Your mentality makes you sick. Therefore, first of all, correct your mentality. BP will subside automatically. What is BP? Nothing at all. Only stress, tension, every moment tension. Hands are gripped. His hands are trembling. His head is shaking. He is disturbed. Inside the whole body is shaking. That is why in the whole world there are about 800 million mental patients. 800 million. If one talks about tension, then every second person has got tension. How will this tension go? How will this psychic disease be cured? Yoga is the only solution. Then there will never be any hypertension. How can there be high BP? Kapalbhati Pranayam. With medium speed, then Bahya Pranayam. In the list of 7 pranayam, this is Bahya Pranayam. Do this Bahya Pranayam with ease. Don't do it for more than 5 seconds. I'm saying this for those who have high BP. We discuss people with high BP to do holding pranayam, high BP and heart patients. BP should not become high because of that. So you can do Agnisar in its place. Of 5 seconds, 10 seconds, no problem. You should not hold it more than this. This is Agnisar. Then, after Agnisar, do Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Do Kapalabhati Pranayam with ease. If there's BP for whatever reason, it will all go. Later on, we'll tell you some physical exercise, some light exercise, and asanas. If you have some other ailments, then you may do them. Otherwise, Mandukasana and Shashakasana are enough. And other asanas, if you have ailments, you'll be able to do them. After pranayam, you must do Shavasana. Now we'll do Anulom Vilom Pranayam. First Bhastrika 2 minutes, Kapalabhati 15 minutes, Bahya Pranayam you can do 3 times or Agnisar 3 times. Release your breath out, contract your stomach and let it loose. Then Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Raising your right hand, close your right nostril with your thumb. Left nostril is closed with 2 middle fingers. This is the method of Anulom Vilom. Important pranayam to correct BP. Breath is filled deeply up to diaphragm. Take a deep breath in. Release completely. Do not hold. With ease. Don't use force. Like this. When you're tired, then stop. Do it slowly. First day 5 minutes. Then gradually do it from 10 to 15 minutes. For whatever reason you have BP, it will be cured permanently. Do Anulom Vilom Pranayam for 15 minutes. Do it with ease. God's grace is being showered from all around. God's benediction is being showered. Do remember God's compassion. Feel the force. Lord's immense strength. His endless light, endless peace you'll experience. Ashta chakras will awaken, 9 openings will be purified. Body will become God's abode. All the disorders in the nerves, problem of nervous system will be eliminated. Eyesight will improve. All the benefits of Anulom Vilom that we have told you, you'll experience them. Also BP will be cured permanently. Remember, Anulom Vilom has an important role in correcting BP. The whole nervous system is relaxed with this. They are even more relaxed with Bhramari and Udgit. Then meditate on Om with breath. This pranayam, very important for hypertension. Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Take a deep breath. See, fill your breath deep up to your diaphragm, but not with force. Fill it always with left and end it on left. Start with left, end it on left. Inhale with ease, exhale with ease. When you're tired, you stop. Do it for 2-3 minutes. Do it continuously. When you're tired, then stop. Like this. Don't do it with force. This will make the BP high. With ease. Inhale deep, exhale deep. Then Bhramari Pranayam. After Anulom Vilom, Bhramari Pranayam. See, index finger on forehead, rest 3 fingers on eyes. Ears completely closed with thumb. You can do Bhramari Pranayam from 3 to 12 times. BP patients and those with very high BP can do it up to 21 times if you have the time. You can do about 3/4 of an hour pranayam, which is a complete package. If your schedule is busy and your health is about okay, almost healthy, then do about half an hour, these 7 pranayams. Index finger on the forehead, rest 3 on the eyes like this. Close ears completely with your thumb. There'll be a sound of Omkar. Inside there'll be an echo of sacred sound of Omkar that will automatically remove your stress. Do it today. Do it today and find the result. This stress, this tension has disappeared. Then fill breath. Like this 3 to 5 times, 11 times. You can do up to 21 times. Then Udgit Pranayam. Then meditate on Om on your breath with silence. Being a witness, being observer, watch your breath, meditate on Om. Whatever time you have after meditating, till such time, keeping your breath at medium pace, raise your hands, rub them, and place your warm palms, place your energized palms on your eyes, then open your eyes. If you are doing pranayam in summer season and you feel very hot, then do Shitali Sitkari pranayam also. This much pranayam is enough, although everything becomes alright with this only, from BP to all problems. This, Bhramari, Udgit, this, to reduce stress level, very important for BP, therefore you can do them a little longer than normal. For example, we tell everyone to do it from 3 to 5 times. If you got hypertension, then you can do it for 3 to 11 times. And by the sound of Om itself, BP becomes normal. Such amazing benefit. Then, in summer season, you can also do Shitali Sitkari. If you're feeling very hot, BP has become very high, then you do Shitali and Sitkari pranayam. It is useful for BP. Without stopping, release from nose for BP. Then Shitali, after this you can also do Sitkari. Place your tongue behind your upper teeth, almost on the palate, teeth closed, lips open, take deep breath in. And release it from nose, like this. Like this. Both the practices are good for BP. Then do some light exercises. Process of light exercises, although if you like doing asanas, you may do them also. Press your toes forward and backward, press your feet forward and backward, then turn them in circle, clockwise. This is to reduce body stress. When the stress reduces, it helps in normalizing BP and cure it permanently. So you must do the process of these light exercises. These processes of light exercises of the legs. Then do butterfly to reduce stress of the thighs, buttocks, hips, and to normalize blood circulation. Then for hands, to the 5 exercises that we tell you, you can do those also. Spine straight, turn them in circle. To normalize BP, diet control is also important. Control over diet, reduce salt intake, and also you should stop having fried things. Second practice, very important to reduce stress. Clarified butter, fried things, more quantity of oil, these are not good for you. Make a big circle. Be happy, keep smiling, don't get too angry. Always keep smiling. If you must get angry, then just do it for a show. Don't get angry from within. These are important practices for reducing stress that we ask every patient to perform every day. 7 pranayam, 7 light exercises, and 7 asanas. BP patients can also do these. Mandukasan, Shashakasan, Bhujangasan, Shalabhasan, and then Uttanapadasana, Pavan Muktasan, Markatasan. These 7 asanas, 7 process of light exercises. This next light exercise. 7 light exercises, 7 asanas, 7 pranayams. These are enough for BP. This is for reducing stress. Move it in clockwise, anti-clockwise. In acupressure, press especially this point, those with BP. However, all these sinus points, top of these fingers, by pressing the top of these fingers and thumb, it is also very beneficial. But especially this second finger, from here, from the small finger, this small finger, press the top like this, which is called ring finger also, this one, in both hands, both feet. This will be particularly beneficial in the problem of BP. Press the kidney point as well, so that toxins in the body do not remain inside. For hypertension, pranayam is sufficient. Also, positive thinking. Always have a balanced and happy outlook towards life. Otherwise, this tension, this anger, you will keep getting angry and it will torment you. It will keep your BP high. Therefore, be simple. And in asanas, as I said, do these light exercises every day. Your BP will remain normal by doing pranayam. In asanas, Mandukasana and Shashakasana, you do these two asanas, it is sufficient. And the rest, if you have time, the other asanas, the whole package along with pranayam, you can do them also with ease, not with tension. Just take care. For Mandukasana, both fists are placed on either side of the navel. Exhale your breath. Bend forward, sight ahead. Breath out. Those with back pain, never bend forward. Don't do it at all. Release your breath out. Contract the stomach in. Bend forward like this. And then come up like this. This is Mandukasana. You can also do Shashakasana. This too is a good practice for BP. Look up. And after exhaling, bend forward. And the most important for BP is Shavasana. After all the asanas, after doing pranayam, you must do Shavasana every day. Yoga Nidra. A little distance between the legs. Both hands a little away from the thighs. Relax in Shavasana like this. With your consciousness, with yourself, be one with your center. Be simple. I am in the lap of God. From all around, God's grace is being showered and releasing each part. Loosen your thumb, fingers, heels, loosening the whole body. Almost, it takes about 5 to 15 minutes to do it if you complete it. And there is a simple method that is along with the breath. Surrender yourself to the Supreme Lord. This is Shavasana. Be yourself. Slight distance between legs, hands a little away from thighs, eyes closed, mind relaxed and synchronizing breath. Meditate on the Lord, Supreme Lord. Loosen your body completely. This is Shavasana. We have explained the complete process of Shavasana in Yoga Nidra. And now some Ayurvedic and home remedies. We had asked you to have juice or bottle gourd in the morning on an empty stomach. That will keep your BP normal. And do pranayam. Take less salt. Have control over diet. Eat more green vegetables. Then in Ayurveda also, the medicines to cure hypertension, permanent cure. Ayurvedic medicine also normalizes BP. We have done research for that too. After research, we found that Muktavati is useful. I don't ask BP patient to have Muktavati. Because even without having Muktavati, you can liberate yourself from BP. Then why have Muktavati? Like in allopathic medicines, the same applies to Muktavati also, but it has its usage. Those whose BP was not controlled even with allopathic medicines, those women whose BP would go up during pregnancy, for them too we gave this medicine. Those men whose BP was not being controlled even after having allopathic medicine, women also whose BP was not being controlled even after having allopathic medicines, with Muktavati, even that was controlled. Whatever type of BP, we found amazing results with Muktavati. That Muktavati, those who are chronic patients of BP, we give them this. There's home remedy also. You can try that also if you wish to. Brahmi, Shankapushpi, Jatamasi, Sarpagandha, bark of Arjun. These 5 medicines take 100 grams each. Brahmi, Shankapushpi, Jatamasi, Sarpagandha, bark of Arjun take 100 grams each and powder them. And this 2 to 3 grams powder morning empty stomach, take it 1 hour before having breakfast. We give Muktavati also 1 hour before breakfast. We tell them soon after waking, after passing motion, have it, empty stomach. In the evening 1 or 2 hours before meals. Similarly this medicine also, Brahmi, Shankapushpi, Jatamasi, Sarpagandha, bark of Arjun. These 100 grams each, powder them 2 to 3 grams in the morning on empty stomach, 1 hour before breakfast, and in the evening also 1 or 2 hours before meals. With this also, BP of maximum patients will be controlled, then gradually cured. This home remedy which I have told you just now, you can prepare it yourself and use it. Although we make Muktavati with extracts, therefore when its quantity is very small, it's a tablet of about 250 milligrams, you may have to take about 2 to 3 grams. I have a feeling this process that I have told you for hypertension, if you have it, you will be definitely relieved of BP. Gradually it will be controlled, later it will be cured. Keep checking, and when you'll find BP is coming down even without medicine, and later your BP will go down even more after taking medicines, down one is below 80 and the upper one is below 120. At that time, you may have problems. Therefore, as and when your BP is being controlled, start reducing your medicine, and when you find that BP is cured, then stop medicine. If you do like this, there's no question of any harm. You will be saved from a dangerous disease about which you had only heard that there is no cure for it in the whole world. Even that disease will be cured. This was the yoga for hypertension, and when more research is carried out on this, then people in the world will be relieved from hypertension. This process of pranayam and the process of yoga nidra, you should do it regularly. Always be happy, be content, live being a son of God. You suffered the pain of sorrow for so long, living in tension. At least now, live your life like a celebration. May you have a new birth on every morning. This entire creation gives you happiness when you are happy and content. When you are happy, then the whole creation seems to be smiling, and when you are sad, then everything seems as though everything is crying. You be happy, content. This too is a method to correct BP. Every day, empty stomach, and in the evening also if you want to do, then 5 hours after lunch do these pranayams. Definitely from high blood pressure, from hypertension, you will find permanent relief, and your disease will be permanently cured.
Always remember, reduce intake of salt. You must drink 1 to 4 glasses of water after waking up in the morning. In the summer season, drink 3 to 4 liters of water. Do pranayam at medium pace. If the blood pressure is very high, then do it at a slower pace. Don't be angry. Try to be always happy. Do not stop medicines that you have been taking since long. Morning, evening, drink juice of bottle gourd. Eat more of green vegetables. Ayurvedic treatment, as per the advice of Ayurvedic practitioner. Brahmi, Shankpushpi, Jatamasi, Sarpagandha and bark of Arjun. Take 100 grams of these and powder them. Take 2 to 3 grams of this powder in the morning 1 hour before breakfast and at night 1 hour before dinner with fresh water. Even after taking allopathic medicines, if blood pressure remains at 160/100 or more, then take 2 to 2 tablets of Muktavati in the morning before breakfast, afternoon before lunch, and at night 1 hour before dinner with fresh water. When the blood pressure becomes normal, stop allopathic medicines.